Welcome back everybody to another episode of Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. I'm your host Broncos Guru in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and it's another Wavy Guru Productions back down at the inlet, and I have no earthly clue what these guys are trying to do. It is a rough day down here at Haulover, and these guys are Florida man at his finest. But let's go ahead and get this competition started. Our first contestant to do battle with Haulover Inlet today is going to show you what it's like when it's a rough day, and you know it's rough when we have a large Invincible with quads on the back, making the infamous Haulover U-turn and deciding, you know what, it's just a little bit too rough today, and taking a loss for the boats in the first round unbelievably. But that's just the surprise. Our man said never mind, and he was about to send it. That's right, he really just went out there and scoped the inlet out. This Invincible's turned back around, and we're going to have to reverse our call, and let's see how he does here on the second attempt. My man's pinned the throttles down, and he's about to blast his way out of Haulover. It is a rough day. Our guy is about to full send it. I love it when I see these guys get out here and decide they want to become part of Team Send It, just like this guy did, and he's actually going to wind up taking that loss away and turning it into a win for the boats here in this round. Let's see if our second round contestant can keep this momentum going for the boats. And here we're going to have this contender coming out of Haulover. Once again, it's a rough day and they are smacking down pretty hard. Here they probably need just a little more trim tab, but what he's trying to do is keep that bow up to make sure he doesn't stuff the waves, and they're probably playing it just a little bit safe. They are running at a decent pace. They've got the bow a little bit faster than planing speed. He probably actually in one of those situations could come down just a hair on the speed, give it a little more trim tab, and he might have had a smoother ride, but overall he makes it out pretty uneventfully. But they didn't stay out long, and they made the U-turn and came right back into Haulover. Let's see if our captain can keep that pace up that he had going out and make a safe entry into the inlet. Here they actually are coming in what appears to be a little fast for this heavy of a following sea. Following seas can be a little tricky, and you definitely got to watch your pace on those because they can be a little bit tricky on a day like today, and man, he stuffs it. Oh man, water's coming off the top of the tower, and his wife or girlfriend in the back is absolutely soaked. I'm not 100% sure if that was a full stuffing there, but with the amount of water that came off this tower, he's going to be in for a miserable day from whoever was sitting in the back of this vessel. And unfortunately, even though he made it out okay, this return's going to be a rough one for him, and we're going to have to go ahead and give this round a Haulover. That'll take us into our third round, and let's go ahead and play one of my favorite games, Can They Hang On? We often see this here at Haulover, where even on some rough days, we'll get some people who want to climb into the bow of the boat, or some Haulover cowboys who want to see if they can hang on in the bow as these guys come blasting into the inlet. Here this scout is making its way toward Haulover. Once again, heavy following sea, but these guys are trying to beat the storm in, and we've got two people in the bow of the vessel. These guys are smacking down pretty good, but I'll tell you what, this scout is handling it like a champ. This captain has these throttles pinned, this boat up on plane, letting it do the work, and it's just going to smash its way right into the inlet. These guys are going to hang on to the bow as well, and they're going to take a win for the boats here in the third round. And that'll take us into our fourth round and show you what happens when things go a little bit wrong in Haulover. Here we had two girls who were departing Haulover Inlet on a jet ski when all of a sudden the vessel flipped over and the two girls are now in the drink. This really is a tricky situation at Haulover Inlet, especially at the time frame it's happening. This is low tide going out, and you can see how fast this current's running. One of the other skis that's with them is actually hooked a line to their ski and it's trying to tow it, but this is going to cause an issue. With the current running this hard, the skis now come to a standstill, and as we can see right here, this girl's now drifted past the ski, and there's no way she's going to be able to swim back into the Haulover current to get back to the ski. So the gentleman who is towing it's going to have to release that ski and let it flow out. Once again, if you ever get caught in a situation like this, whether it's at Haulover Inlet or anywhere, you really don't want to swim into the current. You're just going to wear yourself out. You want to swim parallel to the current, or you want to let the current do its thing and get yourself pulled out and then swim out of harm's way. Here we can see the girls have finally determined they were fighting a losing battle, and they've stopped trying to swim directly into the current. They are fortunate though, there are other skis out here in the water, so they're not necessarily in immediate danger. Unlike some situations we see where there's no other skis out here and people, well, they can just get themselves into a lot of trouble, especially on a day where these vessels are just hauling tail through Haulover. Fortunately, again, for this kind of a day, it's so rough, there's not a whole lot of traffic coming in and out, and these guys are going to have plenty of opportunity to try and get themselves righted. Here we can see the girls have now been pulled onto the ski and now for the most part have been pulled out of harm's way. They do still have to get this other ski righted. One of the things that's probably going to have to happen here is the gentleman who's driving the ski either probably needs to jump into the water, go ahead and flip the ski back over for the girls and let them stay on his ski, or they're going to have to get some further assistance to get this done. Fortunately for this crew, another ski shows up and they're able to assist these guys with getting the ski back righted, getting a tow line hooked up, and getting this thing towed back into Haulover. So fortunately for this crew, disaster is going to be averted. We're going to get out of here with no injuries and we're going to get this ski back into the inlet as well. Unfortunately for this crew though, this whole event's going to be enough to give this round to Haulover Inlet. With Haulover taking the win in this round, that's going to bring us to a 2-2 tie as we head into the 5th and final round. Who will take the win this week? Will it be the Boats or Haulover? Our 5th round contestant is going to show you what it's like when you come running through Haulover and you decide you're going to finish strong. Here we have this pursuit making its way into Haulover, and I'll tell you what, it is a big rough day as we've already seen, and my man has the throttles pinned for it being this heavy of a following sea. This pursuit's blasting its way into the inlet, appears to have no issues. I'm almost as impressed with this pursuit as I was with the Scout earlier. Both these boats have a pretty easy time making it into the inlet in these conditions, and they're going to take a win for the Boats in this round, giving the Boats the win in this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who gets all these great images down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.